Welcome to the channel, everyone. This is Hardware Despair. My name is Ryan, and we are playing Valheim today. Let's do this. Now, I've made a few improvements inside the old hut. After the last episode where this whole wall here basically got destroyed, or a large chunk of it. If you missed that, guys, please check it out. It was quite devastating, but we recovered. So we're going to do a little bit of chemistry here, or at least I thought we were. What am I missing? Oh, the 4 blood bags. Yeah, we're going to concoct some medium healing potions. Yeah, I've got 4 of those bad boys, and I need more than that. Because the goal is to once again conquer the swamp. But I've got plans before we do that. First, other than crafting up mead base, let's do that. And let's toss that into our little guy. Good. Let's head outside. And we'll get to the first set of plans I got for today's episode. Per the commenters out there. And by the way, I love every one of you guys out there commenting. Even the people who just watch, don't comment. I love you too. Thank you so much. But here we are. I've got the beginning. Oh, yep. Don't get too excited. It's not all the way complete. But I've got the beginnings of a moat started here. So as you can see, I'm carving it right out of the hill, which is pretty cool, actually. I kind of like the way this is going to turn out. It's going to look very different once it's all complete, but this big sheer cliff edge, kind of cool. Even though it's got the higher ground on us, I don't think we'll worry too much. It doesn't go completely. But as you can see, I was given the recommendation to do a moat, and I'm going to follow that. Absolutely. I think that's great. That'll prevent what happened last episode where the trolls were able to just break right in. It was like nothing. It was like this palisade wall didn't even exist over here. So I'm going to spend some time doing this. It's like I said, it's pretty tedious work. And if you think about it, I've got to go all the way through this hill. Man, this just goes to show you guys, whenever you're getting ready to plan out your base and stuff, pick the land very carefully where you're going to go, because this kind of thing, just sets up extra work for you. But it's no big deal. It's worth it. It's a heck of a game, and I do love it. All right, let's go ahead and hunt that guy real quick, because he's kind of just sitting there waiting for me to do it. Yeah, we're still looking for boar hide and stuff. Boar hide, deer hide, all that good stuff we can still use to level up some of our gear items. But I have been able to, oh my god, I did so much mining, guys. I got tons of bronze. So we've got our gear up. Now it's all maxed out. Well, it's as high as I can get it right now. Boom. And after this, I think, after I get the moat separated, I think what I'm going to do is build a boat. We've got ourselves a natural harbor. That is one thing I considered. Oh, hello. That was one thing I considered when picking this location here for a base, was that it was nice. There's a really nice natural harbor right here, basically. You can see this juts out. I could build a boat here without doing anything, and it would probably be relatively safe. Because it can get pretty stormy, and you can lose your boat. It'll sail away. So we need to do something eventually. I'll probably need to bring the land out across a little bit, but I'm just going to get a boat. We're going, not the raft either. I'm not doing that stupid thing. We're going to go for the big boy. And we are going to actually sail around. It's really not that far. And I think that we can manage a trip around the continent. Although I haven't explored it. I do think this is where this ends. Maybe I'm wrong, but we'll see. But I'd like to get up here and take a look at this swamp, because it looks like it might be incredibly disappointing. It's turned out to be just this tiny little strip of nothing up here. I built a portal up here and everything, and once we got to exploring it, well, yeah, it was devastating. I got killed several times, but we didn't end up with anything. There's just a big ocean beyond that point. So I think the thing to do is to get down there and explore with a boat. And maybe along the way we'll discover a real swamp biome, and I can build a portal to that, because I do still have plenty of Surtling cores. So portals aren't an issue. It's just getting there, finding the locations. Also, we're definitely going to be on the lookout for the NPC, or any new NPCs that are added. I know that they upgraded, what is his name? Haldor? Is he the guy? He's the normal NPC you find in the Black Forest. He's got new stuff, but I believe they said they added some new ones, like different NPCs. I'm not sure, though. I have to double check the notes. But I'm going to get started on this, guys. When I make significant progress, I'll bring you back and I'll show you what our moat looks like. As long as you keep your food buffs up and you've got a decent pickaxe. Like, I'm sure the deer antler axe is not bad either, but it's really not such a bad thing. I'm trying to stay above the water line because that's one thing I noticed. Trying to dig out the moat while it's got water in it is a huge pain in the butt. So I'm going to stay above the water line as much as I can, and then when I finish like the most of the digging here, I'm going to go back through and lower it down to water level, so it's I got a nice depth, basically swimming depth. But see, that's the problem, is you end up trying to swim half the time when you should be mining, so it's a pain. But this is much better. Even this huge wall of stone is really no match for my Viking power. Well, this little guy seems to be pretty confused by what I'm doing down here. Oh, he managed to make it down here. Sorry, buddy. That was the last time you'll ever see this moat alive. Oh boy, look at these storms out here. So this is what I was talking about with losing your boat. You get huge, sometimes storm swells like this, and the boats will get kind of active out there on the waves, and they'll float away. So you know what I was thinking? Instead of building the land out around this natural bay, what I think we might do is build the boat over here in this little pondish area. I might be able to just dig this out right here, you know, and connect a little waterway right here. This will be much safer because you can see this. If I build the boat right here, and am I able to just kind of squeeze it right out through here into the main ocean, that will be much more ideal than having it susceptible to floating away in weather like this. But yeah, I think, you know, and after doing all this digging over here on the moat, it's not really that unreasonable. You know, pickaxe, it works really well. So let me show you what I got here. I've definitely not finished. I've got to increase the depth and then actually link it up to the sea here, which I've been kind of, you know, just waiting till the very end. That'll be the last step we do. But so far, so good. And I think, yeah, the last step is just to get in here and really start to deepen it up, which is probably the most annoying step because, like I've said, you start to end up swimming. Every time you swim, you put your weapons away. Oh, I'm right at the limit here. I've just been tossing this stone because I don't really care about it at this point. I've got like 40 piles of that crap laying up in the front yard. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and finish this off. There's no reason to stop now. It looks close to completion, but we got a bit more work. There's some places that are not quite this deep here. I did a little extra work on this side as I was going through it, but I've only had to repair my pickaxe. I think this will be the third time. See, it's about to break here, so it needs repairs now, but it's held up pretty well. These bronze picks are not too shabby. Can't wait till we get into the swamp and actually start mining up some of the iron stuff. That's going to be great, but for now, the bronze is working pretty well. Okay, well, I've definitely become accustomed to what the sound of this guy drowning sounds like, because he does that a lot when you're digging out a moat. But we have officially connected one side of it here to the water. So there it is. Looks pretty good. I might come in here and clear out those rocks, but I think this is going to be sufficient for now in terms of just keeping the enemies out. I've got so many stones on me right now, I can't pick anything up. I'm just going to drop these off here. We don't need them. I will take the wood, though. All right, and here you can see it's fairly deep. It's not quite as wide as I would like it in some areas. Like I might come through here and make it nice and wide all around here, but this is a good width right here. I made sure, since it was kind of low on this side, I went, look at, hey, we've got our first neck down there swimming around, living in our beautiful moat. Now here's the other pond. Oh, he's coming for me. Let's mine you to death there, buddy. I can probably switch this back to my #1 spot for my weapon. All right, very good. So let's keep looking. We're just going to walk around, and I do need to connect the other side. You can see there's tons of stone in there, but it's pretty jagged here. I might leave it. I might smooth it out. I'll probably go around, do some work on that side for sure, because I'm thinking I still will add spikes, if for no other reason, just for the look of it, because I think it's going to be cool. But yeah, I definitely think we are going to go with some spikes on the walls, but we'll see. We'll address that later on. That's not going to be for this episode, but I am going to go ahead and officially connect it, so we will literally be living on a little bitty island now. Ah, there we go. We are our own little island. Perfect. So hopefully this is sufficient. I guess we won't really know until we get another attack and we see. But now I was dreading those attacks earlier because I didn't feel prepared, but now I feel totally prepared, and I'm really anxious to kind of see how this goes. I don't know what the next attack will be because we had trolls already, so I was a little bit rough now. Question becomes, I guess, what's the best way for me to start getting across here now? Should I just jump over here? Because I can make it. It's not really that hard, especially over here. This is probably going to be my primary entrance and exit point here. I did break through the wall in the back like the Kool-Aid man. Instead of making a door like a savage, I just broke right through it. So I should probably replace that, but I don't have the wood for it yet. So yeah, I think I'm going to go around, touch this up. I need to add stairs to a place like this. I'll probably put a door on this side too, because it's easier for me to have two doors, one in front and back. So I got a little bit more touch up, and then we're going to get to work on that boat over there. Okay, well, I've gathered enough resources here finally, and look at this bad boy. He is huge. I've also dug out this little pond, like I said, kind of just as a little bay. It's right over here, right behind the base. So yeah, I'm hoping it's big enough. Of course, if it's not, I can just get in there and dig it out again, I hope. Anyway, let's build this boat here. Let's see what happens. Missing requirement. Oh, I need a crafting bench. Hold your horses, hold your horses. Okay, I built the most important part, the crafting bench. And there she is. Oh, it looks a little bit smaller when it's not floating in the air, so that's good, that's good. Now, as I recall, we can stash stuff in here. Yes, there's 4 spots here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the ingredients. Oh, I need more fine wood now. Yeah, I need to get 20 total fine wood, I think. Yeah, I'm going to put the ingredients in there for another portal. So let's go back inside. I hope the boat's going to be safe out here. Oh crap, I didn't mean to do that. Let's go inside here real quick with our power of Ecthir. It'll allow me to jump over my moat much easier. Oh yeah, just made it. Very nice. And I love being able to just leave the door open. You know, it's great. I also went ahead and finished off the little towers here. I call them towers. It's not that. It's just platforms. But yeah. Oh, look at that. You can see my boat over there. It's so beautiful. Yeah, I think it's going to be safe in that little swampy area. Pretty natural cove there, so I shouldn't worry about it. Let's go grab, I think I need some more fine wood, which I don't have. I'll just have to go cut down some trees. I'm going to drop this off, put this back in the chest. There we go. Oh, I'll also get rid of these. Don't need those. And I also don't need the armor. So here's the portal that I set up. Yeah, I've got one built here at home. It's the ugliest position ever. I'm going to build a special room for our portals, and I'll probably throw these guys in here too because these are pretty ugly as well. So this isn't permanent. I just put it up here because it was easy and convenient, but obviously it's not connected. The tag on it is explore. So with the materials we have in the boat, wherever we end up, if we find a swamp, I should be able to chop down a few trees and build a little structure and build a portal. We'll have the key ingredients we need, and we can just set it to this one right here so we can easily get back and forth if we discover something useful like the swamp or even the vendor. I would probably set up a portal near the vendor just for him too, because I don't think he moves. At least he didn't used to. I'm not sure. Anyway, it's bedtime, so let's go to bed here real quick, and when we wake up, we're going to get ready for our journey. I think with that 4th spot I've got in the boat, I'll probably just throw a stash of food or something in there, or maybe some healing I don't know. I was thinking the healing potions here, but I've got a limited amount of them. What would be the best thing for that spot, I wonder? Stack of food's not really that important. I mean, we got a ton of food. I don't know. I'll think about it. But I'm going to go cut down just enough trees, just enough birch trees or whatever to get the fine wood I need. And I'm going to pack that on the boat, and we're going to get ready for our long sea journey. Well, I was thinking about it, and it occurred to me that what would make my life the easiest when I get to a place if I do want to build like a building or a structure and house a portal is just give me a stack of wood, and I'll be happy. We can get some stone while we're there for a campfire, and obviously we'll need more than one stack, but that's probably good. I've got some extra food with me. I don't need this stone. But yeah, I think I'm good to go here. I've got everything. I've got the swamp key just in case. Certainly hope we don't die. If we do, I'll have to come back for my body. But as it stands, this is a risk. It's a risk, but let's use the rudder and let's see here. It's been a while since I did any sailing. So wait a second. I've got to get my commands figured out here. And once I figure that out, we'll be all on the open ocean. Okay, well, I think I've got it. Unfortunately, the wind was dead against me there for a minute or two while I was in my little cove, but it started to turn. Oh, a little bit of lag. Started to turn, and now the sails turn to kind of catch it. So I've got full mast here, and we're trying to turn into the wind, but I'm just going to keep it going here. I could have probably, in retrospect, made this side a little bit wider so the boat can get out, but I didn't anticipate the wind being right against us. But yeah, you can see over in the right hand side the wind is pretty brutal right now. But I'm going to get out of here, and once we do, I think we're going to have a good sailing day. Okay, here we go. I jumped out and I dug a little bit out of there, but there we are. We're leaving our little makeshift cove. Oh, very nice. All right, we can turn into the wind now. Oh, this is so sweet. Yeah, I don't want to go too far. Not sure if we can capsize, but we got a really strong wind heading coming in now. Whoo, look at this. Okay, so I'm gonna pull all the way out. We're in our explore mode. Let's head straight here. I'm gonna pull up the map real quick. All right, so we are gonna stick to the coast here. I'm not really looking to go out into the deep sea right now. I think that's probably a mistake this early. So let me turn a little bit, line us up a little bit more parallel with the coastline over there. Yeah, we're gonna kind of shoot for this direction. Whew, we got with this hard wind behind us, these turns are real sharp. Oh, I love this. Oh man, this is what it's all about. Out here sailing the open seas with my good friends. Woohoo! Look at that land over there. Looks gorgeous. Looks like a better version of Minecraft. This looks like a Minecraft mod. No, I'm kidding. It's much cooler than that. All right, let's watch it. We're getting towards the big waves out there in the open ocean. I'm going to turn a little bit. This is so much fun. Just steering the ship is cool. Now, I know look at all the fish. Hey. I know there are sea monsters out there. Spoiler alert. I'm sure most of you are aware of that, though. But, yeah, we've got to watch for that. I think we'll be okay in the coastal waters, though. Let me get away from the shore a little bit. I see some islands ahead. And let me pop this map open. I'm a little nervous about this. I hope we can get through up here because I didn't fully explore it, as you can see, but we'll try our best. Because my goal is eventually to get around to this area where I can sail up here and look for more of the swamp. But if we have to, we'll just go to a whole different continent or a different section of the map. You know, if that's what it takes to find a swamp, that's what it takes. So we're going to blow past all that over there. I've explored that inlet sea, so we can stick with the coast here. Let's head over this way. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Almost turned around, didn't I? Gotta watch it. Sharp turns here, folks. All right, good, good, good. So I'm going to get around this little outlet here and make our way up the coast. Okay, we are officially pushing into the undiscovered country over here. I'm going to make a sharp left because we don't want to go out into the sea. Whoa, not that sharp, buddy. Come on. Good, good, perfect. That was almost like we knew what we were doing. Hit this. We got the wind right behind us. This is great. So let's see. Yep, we're going up the coast. Looks like I had a bit more exploring to do if I wanted to get the end of it. But then again, it does seem like this is going to be a nice smooth shot around the coast here. I was a little worried that the continent would like extend farther up north, but if we look dead ahead, I don't see anything. I see a big old mountain over to the right, but I don't know. That might be its own continent. And also, we're not really ready for a mountains biome just yet, which is kind of what that appears to be. That is a big old mountain. I've never even really seen one that big. I guess I actually have, just not from this distance. On the water like that? That's crazy. So, once we get our swamp biome covered and conquered completely and we're ready, that'll probably be our next stop right there. That big old mountainous island. That's crazy. All right. That actually makes me nervous just looking at it. Yep. Well, I was going to say we're headed for the swamp, but that's not true. We're dead ahead, headed for the land. All right, let's get ourselves a little bit of gap here. You got to watch those rocks and stuff. It's good to stay near the coast, but not too close. Oh, boy. All right. Is it getting dark? I mean, it's the weather. I thought maybe it was nighttime. Now, this is a little bit trickier, I'm going to say. I'm not the most experienced sailor, so I'm going to try and really watch myself here. But yeah, I guess I can actually slow down a little bit too, can't I? Yeah, I might do that. We'll just go for 2 bars on our forward speed. We can change it if we need. Yeah, I see land, but it's hard to tell what kind of land it is. Although it's black forest, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, if we approached a swamp in this weather, I'd have no idea. Really wouldn't, but that's okay. This is spooky. Okay, let's go full speed ahead. Let's get out of this. See if we can't sail our way out of this storm here. That's possible, right? We're going to go deadhead trajectory. I can't see any land yet, but I have a feeling I'm probably headed straight for it. No, okay, there's trees over there. Like I said, I don't really want to get too far out in the open sea because we could potentially get attacked. So I'm going to try and find the coast again here. Let's slow it down. Okay, I think it's dead ahead of me. It's hard to tell, but let's keep going because it looks like I was kind of out in the middle of nowhere there for a minute or two. Last thing I want to do is get killed out in the middle of the ocean. That would be kind of devastating. Whoa! That's a big wave. Big waves here, guys. Big waves. Okay. We could eat another bite, though. Alright. We do have the wind against us. I want to say there's land dead ahead of me, but it's so hard to tell. Let's just go. Let's just keep pushing. Get a little speed. Oh, we're kind of sitting dead still now because I got the wind's right ahead of me. So, all right, let's try and get in a good position. Yeah, we're just sitting dead in the water for now. Poo. All right, I'm gonna figure this out. Well, there it is. We're in the ocean. Sadly, it's really the best I can do right now because of this wind. I mean, it looks like it's clearing up a little bit, which is great, but yeah, that wind just kind of pushed me out. We can still see the coastline, and if I look at the map, you know, I'm actually headed towards it, so I think we're okay. If we get hit by a sea serpent, what I'll do is I'll just put the wind at my back and outrun it, basically, you know. But this is okay. This is okay. It's so gorgeous when it's not storming. My outlook is so much better. Oh, but when there's a big old storm like that, I'm like, oh crap, what's gonna happen? I'm looking for sea serpents though. See, look at this wind. It's like pushing right at us. Kind of stinks, but that's okay. We're just taking our leisurely time out here in the ocean, trying to avoid any sea serpents. There we go. Alright, slowly making our way ahead. Dead ahead you see the land, and that is our destination because we're actually super close. I mean, really, relatively speaking from where we started down here. Gosh, we've made a good little journey. Alright, but yeah, we're kind of moving at a snail speed. So as soon as I approach the swamp, I'll bring you guys right back for the action. Oh, look at this gorgeous sunset. Can't really see it. The sun's behind the big tree, but it's a gorgeous night. Look at that floating island. Now this is, I believe, yeah, that's one of those like creatures or whatever. I think it's a creature. Well, maybe it's not. It's just one of those islands you can get on. And I believe you need some of the crafting materials from that for some later stage stuff. Can't remember. I know that those little islands right there are pretty important. We're lucky we found it, but I'm not going to waste my time with it right now. I'll probably just end up getting myself killed if I went out there. If I didn't, I'd end up with some crafting materials, which we just can't use right away. Anyway, so, you know, no big deal. We'll come back out here and get another one. Look, there's another one, too. Maybe they're not quite as hard to find as I thought they were originally. That's cool, though. Let's see here. You see, slowly making our way. It's so funny with the wind. It's like this first leg of the journey went so quick because the wind was at our back, but now this last leg, it's like super slow. But just how it goes. We got our funny fish friends jumping around us here. It's awesome. I've seen a puffer fish, too, at one point. Just saw one go by. Oh, yeah, there he is in the back there. I'm going to have to do some fishing, but I think, of course, we're going to have to find the NPC in the Black Forest before we can actually fish. I think that's the case. As far as I can know, there's no way to craft the fishing pole. I might be wrong. Let me know, please, in the comments if I am. So, as you can see from the map I just flashed on the screen, we are actually approaching our destination. Now, what I might do, regardless, is dock the boat somewhere relatively safe and take a nap. sleep in our little cabin there. That way, just to pass the night, because I don't really want to sail out here in the middle of the night. Okay, so, but once we've done that, I think in the morning we're going to keep pushing on, because I have a feeling this swamp is a huge letdown, a huge disappointment. So it was something we had to do, was to come out here and explore it, and I think doing it on the boat is the best bet. Even though I have a portal and I could have gone right there, I was just getting killed coming out here. Yesterday it was just not a pleasant experience. So we're going to avoid that. Now, I do recognize this bad boy here, the dwarf spawner. I should probably go over there and take that thing out, but I'm just going to try and dock this boat as safely as possible. Oh, this is like the worst weather for it now, though. Getting to be dark and it's rainy. Oh, crap. See, we're super close. I'm just going to keep pushing ahead here, though. The wind is not helping. But I'll see. Boy, I feel like I'm about to capsize over here. Let's push it in. I wish there was like an anchor or something. Or maybe I'm missing something. Maybe there is an anchor. I don't know. Ooh, now we're almost like dead ahead on the wind, so that's not going to work. Oh, I'd hate to capsize this boat here right at the last moment, just when we were making our successful landfall. Oh, let's see here. Also, I do need to find like a nice little natural spot I can protect it, just from the weather alone. We're coming up. We're coming up. That's a good spot about where I did build this little hut, my little portal hut. It's kind of rocky. Like, there's kind of a peninsula there, so I think I can probably tuck this thing away, and we'll do that safely here. Well, I kind of got it lodged on this sandbar here. I'm hoping this is going to be okay. It almost seems like this is the worst of the storm, so I'm going to try and swim over here without getting killed by the stupid dwarf. They constantly want to attack me. Come here, bud. Just leave the boat alone. And our home is just not too far from here, so I'm just going to ignore that guy. I'm going to run over here, hopefully sleep, and pray to God that boat is still there. I feel like that's a terrible spot for it, but I can't really get it much closer to these rocks over here. I mean, I guess I could tuck it up in here somewhere, but we're just going to get to bed. That's what I really need to do. Get out of here. Get out of here, you. Whew, okay, it is morning, the storm is over, and I can see my boat still out there. Looks like it's just sitting in the middle of the ocean, but it's up on a sandbar, so I think we're going to be okay. Let's go out there and continue our journey. Yeah, we got lucky there having this. I mean, I don't think it's going to be a bad thing necessarily to sail at night. It's just, I don't want to do it on my first night here. Let's grab whatever that is. I barely had to swim at all. All right, very cool. That was a good little spot I found. Look, there's even some tin right there I could grab. Don't need it anymore, and I'm sick of mining tin. All right, we can grab the rudder, and let's see. Now we just got to get ourselves off this reef. How's the wind? Wind looks pretty good. We'll get it blowing at our backs here, and this will be great. This will be great. We'll get back out here. Oh, no lag spikes. Come on. Here we go. Now we got the wind at our back. Let's reverse course, drop sails. Let's go here, kids. Oh, yeah. All right. So, yeah, there's the swamp right behind us. We're going to swing around and check that out, so don't worry. But I have a feeling it's a complete disappointment. I had another commenter say that they encountered something similar in a world they had. Was just enemies, no treasure, and it's disappointing. Yep, I feel your pain now. We're in the same boat. No pun intended. Yeah, looks like that's going to be the case here, sadly. What I'm kind of hoping, though, is maybe there's another continent or island nearby that's got like the extension of this swamp on it. Maybe the generation just got cut off here and the swamp continues somewhere else. So what we're going to do is we're going to push out into the deeper waters, and we're going to find the rest of the swamp here, somewhere where I can set up a portal for sure and continue our progression. Unfortunately, though, that's going to have to all wait till the next episode, guys. I really appreciate everybody coming by and spending time with me here in the Valheim world. If you like the content, hit like and subscribe for me. I appreciate that, too. Also, I've got a Discord link down below if you'd like to chat or just get to know some of the other Discord members or even have some multiplayer sessions. Join the Discord. Anyway, guys, I will see you on the next episode.